I'm here in Orlando, Florida. I'm actually stood outside Universal Studios, and I thought I would take you guys along with me while we go and try some food, snacks, even some restaurants. Tonight I'm actually here for Halloween Horror Night, so we might have some extra interesting bits to try today. I'll also take you to some other theme parks. There's actually a brand new one here in Orlando, Epic Universe, and we'll go over to the Disney parks as well as just to some random American chains, some places that I've heard loads of things about and I'm so keen to try, and also some favorites that I'm looking forward to going back to. So we have come out to Bubba Gump Shrimp, which is in CityWalk, so kind of like the downtown area that separates the two parks here at Universal Studios, and we've just ordered a couple of starters and also got a soft drink, which I love here. They refill, unlimited refills while you're here. So we've actually just done a few of the Horror Nights houses. We did Terrifier, Jason and Fallout, and then we've come out here. Now the reason that we've left the park and we're having a bit of a chilled meal is because we've actually got express pass for the houses at Horror Nights, but not until 11 p.m. so we're going to use that time to just chill and eat. Alright, so let me try this. I'm going to start with the Bang Bang Shrimp. It looks quite good actually. They're just a little tiny shrimp and then they've got the sauce on. Oh, it has got a little bit of heat at the end actually. It's okay. It's like, I think it's pretty good for what we were looking for this evening, which was just to have a few nice starters. Alright, I'm going to try the chicken tenders and the pickles, and they come with ranch. So let's go with some chicken tenders first. Well, everything's come out nice and hot, which is good. There's not a huge amount of flavour of the chicken tenders, like the batter, but the ranch is nice. Okay, I'm going to try a pickle. I feel like I need to eat this with my finger. Is that normal? I don't know. It doesn't feel right to be eating a pickle with a fork. That's a good pickle. That's a really juicy pickle. Sometimes when you get like the fried pickles, you can't actually really taste the pickle. It just tastes like batter. That's quite nice. I think the pickles are my favourite thing. The others, they're just pretty average, but they're also not bad. Like nothing really to complain about. So we finished up our food at Bubba Gump's and then went over to the Dead Coconut Club, which is essentially like a themed bar that has special theming for Halloween Horror Nights and on the nights that Halloween Horror Nights is on. I couldn't really like film in there because the music was playing, but they were playing some bangers. Had a lovely margarita. They actually do the drinks in the souvenir cup, which gets you like a larger drink, and then you keep that cup for the whole night at Horror Nights and you can get larger drinks for a cheaper price throughout the whole night, even inside the park. We then came back inside the park and grabbed ourselves a walk-in taco, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a taco that you can walk around with because it's in a bag. So it kind of looks like a half-opened bag of crisps, and then all of the lovely chips, beef, onions, etc., cheese, it's all in there. That was actually quite nice. It is almost time for us to use that late night express pass. We have made it into the Magic Kingdom. It's so pretty this morning. We're gonna get the adrenaline up, put a little ride on Space Mountain before we go for some snacks and coffee. This is the extent of the queue, by the way, when you get here for opening. It is 7:35 a.m. First stop for some snacks is going to be Gaston's Tavern. Some popular snacks here, so actually because you've come nice and early, there's not much of a queue, but you will often see a lot of people queuing up outside here. You can see they have both drinks and snacks, but we are definitely here for the snacks. This is the creme brulee croissant. You can see it's got like a vanilla cream custard inside, glazed on the top. It looks so good. We've cut it in half because we're actually going to share. This is the OG treat from in here, the cinnamon roll. It is absolutely massive. Pro tip, get some extra icing on the side. Right, let's give this a try. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Do I just pick it up and go for it? Is that what you're doing? Oh my gosh. Nice. That's really nice. It could do more custard, I think, though. I have tried this before and it's normally a little bit more filled. I've only got custard to like there. Yeah, the pastry is really nice, but yeah, this one is a bit lacking in custard, unfortunately. All right, the OG treat then, the cinnamon roll. It's already been dug into, as you can see. I'm gonna take a bit off and dip it into the icing. Oh my gosh, it's so warm. So nice. Let me get some of the extra icing. Oh wow, so sticky. That's really nice. They make this still quite like light and fluffy, so it's not super filling, but it is quite like sweet and sticky. That is great. And they always come out really warm too. So we definitely got shafted with the custard in our creme brulee croissant because my mum and dad got one that was oozing with custard. So, and that's what I remember it being like. So yeah, I think that was just a bit of an off one, but it is one of my top tier snacks here at Disney World because I think it's really delicious. Even with the lack of custard, it's still very nice. The pastry is really nice. It's really nice and caramelized on the top, like the sugar and stuff. We're in Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar in Disney Springs, which is actually themed for Halloween right now. They have some extra Halloween themed like drinks and snacks as well as the decor inside, which is pretty cool. Let me show you the drinks menu because they've got quite the cocktail selection. Now, apologies, the lighting is awful in here, but I am trying my best. So you can see we've got some signature libations here. You can see the prices hopefully, so around sort of like $16.50 to $18 seems to be the average. And you've got some recognizable cocktails here like margaritas, a mule, some sangria, old fashioned, mojito, but they've definitely got some twists to them as well. Over here then, the Scottish Professor, this one looks really good. It's got monkey shoulder blended malt Scottish whiskey, Hendrick's gin, pear nectar, simple syrup and lemon juice. Some more cocktails down here then. Got a Wrong Island, that one kind of stands out. Siesta Key Silver Rum, Tito's handmade vodka, some gin, orange liqueur and sweet and sour with a splash of Coca-Cola. Gosh, that sounds so strong, doesn't it? And then you've got a Singapore Sling there, that looks really nice too. This Fountain of Youth over here looks good. That's got vodka, the blue curacao, how do you say that? Blue curacao, white cranberry juice, sweet and sour. They've got some non-alcoholic options down the bottom there as well. They've even got a flight of whiskey. And our drinks have come out. Let me tell you what we went for. So I went for the Cool-Headed Monkey, that's this one here, which is an African rum, Cointreau liqueur, lime juice, tangerine, watermelon and pineapple juice. So my sister actually went off the Halloween themed menu. Let's have a look at what was on there. And you went for the Spike Trap, which is coconut rum, vanilla vodka, cream of coconut and Sprite with a ghost marshmallow, which is this little guy on top here. A couple of other seasonal ones there. You've got a cauldron cooler, which is like gin, ginger. What's over here then? A scarab beetle essence, which is a rum drink. A snake egg surprise, which is a non-alcoholic one there as well. And then they've also got those seasonal appetizers down the bottom. Let's say they came around super quick with our drinks, like within 5 minutes of us ordering. My dad then has gone for that Scottish Professor, which was the monkey shoulder whiskey, the Hendrick's gin, pear nectar, simple syrup and lemon juice. All right, so I'm gonna get to try all three of the cocktails. I'll start with my own one, which was that rum drink, the Air Pirates Mule. No, wait, that's not what I got. Cool-Headed Monkey, that's what I got. That's really sweet. That is nice. Okay, so this one is then the Halloween one with a little ghost on top. Oh, that's really coconutty. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. There is like a sausage appetizer thing that they're serving that's themed, and we just saw them come out, and it comes out in like a little coffin, and when they open the coffin it screams, which is pretty cool. Alright, so this is the Scottish Professor drink. Ooh, that's really nice. This is definitely what I probably would have ordered, but we try not to order the same drink so that we can all try some different things, but that's what spoke to me. Actually, and I was also looking at the mule. I was tempted by that too, but the rum drink kind of took my fancy. And also our server recommended it. And normally I wouldn't go for like a sweet cocktail, but it is quite delicious. I really like the coconut one though, but I love a strong coconut flavour. We're swapping around again, hold on. The coconut one's coming back to me. The marshmallow has been eaten. Yeah, see, I love a coconut drink. That's delicious. I'd actually probably say that one's my favourite, coconut, out of the three. But they're all really good cocktails. Here are the alien sliders. They look so funny. So this is like a fried chicken in a biscuit. So hopefully it's nice. It looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna try the slider. Oh my gosh, this pickle is so big. The pickle was like the alien's tongue. It's massive. I don't know how I'm gonna get all of this into one bite. There's a ton of seasoning on it. The biscuit even has some like, it's like got some herbs going through it. Oh my gosh, but the coating on the chicken is seasoned so nice. And then the pickle has a nice crunch to it as well. That was pretty good. We have come to Summer House by the Lake at Disney Springs for, on the lake? On the lake, Summer House on the lake, Rachel's telling me here. Summer House on the lake for the Martini hour, which is essentially like their happy hour. This is the Martini hour special menu. So you can see you've got classic martini, espresso martini, Finn Collins as well, all for $10. And then you can also get red, white or rosé wine, which is a rotating pick for $5, and there's also rotating beer for $4. So I'm gonna find out what they are. There's a triple B happy hour special, which is a Wagyu cheeseburger, local draft beer and a fudge brownie for $12. That's a pretty good deal. Then there's also a tavern style pizza, $12. And then there's some other better than bar food options. So warm nuts, Summer House tostadas, you can get that with ahoy tuna or a blue crab. And they're only $6 before those add-ons. There's 2 saucy chicken tenders for $9. We were just looking at this. That seems like a bit of an odd price compared to the good bargains on the menu. So maybe they're giant tenders, I'm not really sure. And then bottomless truffle fries, $10, and that is suitable for 4 people. So between the 4 of us, we can just get 1 bottomless truffle fries for a tenner. And then Wagyu cheeseburger is $5, and you can add some upgrades onto that as well. I've just tried my crispy beer and it is delicious. It's a really nice light lager. Now obviously this is on rotation, so it could be any beer, but we've been watching the barman also pour out the wine servings, is that the right word? The wine glasses that you can get as well, and they're really generous glasses for $5. So this is definitely good value if you're looking to have a couple of drinks. And also the bar seating filled out almost immediately. We came in and the first bar, because there's actually 2 bars inside, the first bar had pretty much open seating. I think there's maybe 2 people at the whole bar, and now it's completely full within just a couple of minutes of the happy hour starting. So there was obviously a few people waiting to come and claim those bar seats and start the happy hour off. Also worth noting that it is literally just the seats at the bar and not the seats in the bar area, so you do have to sit up at the bar to participate. Look at Rachel's teeny tiny vegetables. Teeny tiny lime as well. I was not expecting them to be that small. I mean, I don't even see the tuna. Where's the tuna? Luckily, the burger is regular size. Here is the brownie, and it smells amazing. It smells so good. And it's also a decent size too. Verdict on Summer House and their Martini hour or lunch special, happy hour. It was fantastic. We paid $134. We got 3 orders of the burger, beer, brownie. The brownie was delightful, by the way. Really, really nice. One of the better brownies I've had here in the US, because I find a lot of brownies here are a little bit more cakey or something, but this was like really nice, really kind of moist on the inside. Yeah, just lovely. And the burger was so good. That's one of the best burgers I've had here as well. Like really, really good burger. It was really juicy. The sauce that was on it was really nice as well. And then had a beer, obviously. Also had the wine. The red wine was really nice. It was a lovely Malbec. I think it was like a Spanish Malbec. Really nice, really good measure too. Would be like a large to extra large glass back home. Rachel had 2 espresso martinis. They were delightful as well. And we also ordered a margarita pizza. That was delicious. The only small disappointment was the size of the tostados, but actually we were given the like sort of veggie tostadas initially by mistake, so they then brought us out the tuna tostadas, and actually when you look at the amount of tuna that was on there, it probably was worth the price, so we ended up getting double anyway, which was nice. So our server was amazing, really friendly, but I think for $134, oftentimes that would just be the bar bill for what we just had. So yeah, really happy with that. Thought it was really good value, would definitely do it again. For 4 people, I think arriving just before the happy hour started actually worked out well, and we got our seats at the bar. You might struggle a little bit arriving later than that if you are a bigger party, because there just is very limited seating available. And we're now just gonna have a little mooch around Disney Springs. All right, it is early morning at Disney Springs and we have come to Gideon's, and I've got my favorite thing. One of my favorite things on property actually is the peanut butter cold brew here from Gideon's. Are you all right? My sister's holding the camera, but she's also holding the Gideon's bag. Do you want to put that down? There you go. So I've got my favorite, the pumpkin. No, I literally went to order pumpkin as well. I've got pumpkin on the brain. The peanut butter cold brew from Gideon's. I get this every time I come. People queue up here for the cookies. I queue up for the cold brew because I think it's one of the best cold brews I've ever tasted in my life. Oh, and it just hits every single time. I've gone with the large and light ice, so I get more cold brew as well. We have come into Wine Bar George for lunch. We've actually come for their lunch special. Now, I have been here before, but only for dinner, and they do have some different items on the lunch menu. They don't actually have a physical menu, so I've pulled it up on my phone. I'll see if I can insert a bit of it off to the side there. But I think what I'm interested in is the skirt steak, and they have skirt steak and fries deal for about $23, which I think is pretty good value, because ordinarily for dinner I think you can only get the skirt steak in the shared like family meal, which is about 80 something dollars. So nice if you want to just have your own portion of that with some fries. So hopefully it's as good as I remember. It's been a long time actually since I've been here, and when I came I had that family skirt steak meal and it was very good. Also just ordered some wine, gone with the Broadside wine, which is $40 a bottle, which I think is a pretty reasonable price for an on-site-ish Disney restaurant. We are in Disney Springs, so this isn't owned and operated by Disney, but it is obviously on Disney property. Here is my steak, and I have to say it looks pretty good. This is the first real medium looking steak I've had here, and I am very excited to dig in. I think this is an aioli. It's a caramelized onion aioli, which looks really good. Interestingly, you don't get this with the shared portion, you get chimichurri. My mom went for the chicken salad sandwich, which looks really good. It's quite a big portion as well, and that comes with crisps on the side. Now, she did think she was getting fries, I think, but as we know in America, when it says chips, you're actually getting crisps. And it's also what I would consider a sandwich. Oftentimes when you order a sandwich in the US, you're getting like a chicken burger, what I would call it. So like chicken in a burger bun, whereas this is a proper like toasty sandwich. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know the difference if they're both called sandwiches, but yeah, this is a sandwich. Well, that was a very successful meal at Wine Bar George. Really enjoyed the steak, and the fries were actually really good too. Plus that caramelized onion aioli was pretty tasty as well. Everyone around the table enjoyed their meal. The wine was nice too. It came to about $135 before tip for 4 people for those 4 meals. My dad and my sister also got the steak, by the way. First stop for food today is gonna be for some calzone. So I think we're gonna go with the red shell calzone here at Yoshi's. Actually, know what the name of the place is. This is like Yoshi's little snack place over here. Let me double check what the actual name is, but this looks pretty good. So this in here doesn't actually have a name outside. But this is the red calzone. I love that the packaging looks like he's eating it. That's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna try the calzone. It actually smells really nice. Rachel's already had some. What do you think of it? So good. It's good. I like it. Oh my god, that's so nice. The inside is like really nice tomato flavor, but it's got a bit of spice. That's actually so nice. Yeah, I know. I actually didn't think I was going to be that impressed with that. It's a bit expensive, like for the size of it, but It's really tasty. We are in the Burning Blade now. We've got some burning bites, I think they're called, or cheddar burning bites, something like that. But they're basically like jalapeno poppers. We've got Hunter's steak, which is like a garlic steak with a dip there as well. We've gone for a pure of heart cocktail, which apparently prevents you from turning into a werewolf. And then we've also got the mead as well, which is listed as a beer, but it looks more like a wine. Okay, so let's try a few things. I'll start with this cocktail, which is the Pure of Heart. Ooh. I can't explain what it tastes like. It's not super strong, and it kind of has like a soda, I think, in it or something. It's kind of got like a smoky taste because they did that whole smoky thing for it too. Apparently if this smells bad to a monster, no. Apparently if it smells bad, you are a monster. That's what she said.
Ginger beer.
Ginger beer. I couldn't place the flavor. I was like, it tastes like soda, but it's stronger than soda. That's really nice. Quite refreshing actually. I'll try the mead next. Oh yeah, that's got a really strong flavor. That's really nice. These look like glasses, but they're actually not. They're like plastic things. All right, on to the food. Now, I've actually been here before, so I had tried the mead before and remembered really liking it. And also, these things were my absolute favorite. They're like jalapeno cheese popper things. And they're so good. They've got a decent kick to them as well. That is definitely a happy dance snack. Okay, I'm going to try some of the steak. Just got a little bit of spice stuck in the throat there. So we've got this sort of like garlic butter thing. And I'm just going to pick up the whole steak for dramatic effect. Give it a little swivel. And then as we're sharing it, I'm just going to break it off from the end and not shove the whole thing in my mouth. There we go. It's kind of like a pretzel texture.
It is a pretzel.
It is a pretzel. I didn't know it was a pretzel. I thought it was just like a garlic stick. Well, it makes sense why it has a pretzel texture. The butter's really nice with it though. That'd be nice and filling. I prefer the cheesy jalapeno things, but it's a nice combo. We had lunch inside of the Blue Dragon Pan-Asian restaurant in Epic Universe. For me, this was a bit of a mid-meal. I don't know that I would recommend, but it was a handy spot to stop off at and have some lunch. I think I would have preferred to have eaten around one of the lands, like the themed areas within the park. We have come to Pizza Moon for our evening meal. We've ordered 3 pizzas. 2 of them have showed up already. We've got a mushroom pizza and ube pizza. I'll give the ube one a try first because this is the one that everyone has been talking about. Right, let's give this a go. It looks really good. It looks very cheesy. And it's purple obviously because of the ube. This is not a pretty eat. This is a very cheesy pizza, but it is delicious. I'm going to try a bit of the crust on its own. I like that one. That's really good. All right, I'll try the mushroom one next. Oh, that's really nice. There's some different type of cheese on this. Wild mushroom. Oh, it's the truffle. That's what I'm tasting. I was thinking it was like a truffle cheese, but there's a truffle aioli on top. That's delicious. I might actually prefer the mushroom pizza to the ube pizza. It's a bit of an easier eat as well. And we did just get our final pizza. This is the final pizza then, which is basically like a margarita pizza. They're not the easiest pizzas to eat. They're very messy. This is tasty though. That one's probably my least favorite. But the mozzarella is quite hard to like bite into. And so it's kind of just coming off every time I try to take a little bite of the pizza. But it's still tasty. Starting off the day with Voodoo Doughnut. I've gone for the grape ape, which is my absolute favorite here. Oh my gosh, it's so big. They never look as big when they're like in the cabinet, and then when you actually have them in your hands, they're ginormous. This one is my favorite, even though I'm not normally a grape fan. There's just something about this donut because it's kind of like sour and it's not super artificial, the grape flavor either. I can't explain it because I normally hate like those artificially grape flavored sweets and stuff, but this donut is just something else. This is the kids' breakfast in the 3 Broomsticks. So you get this little mini breakfast with some pancake sausage, bacon, croissant, and then you also get a butterbeer. So it's quite a good deal. It's about $13 for this little meal. And then if you do have an annual pass, you also get discount on that as well. We are at our Universal Hotel, Royal Pacific, and we are here to have some sushi at their restaurant that's actually in the hotel. So this is Orchid Court, and we've come here right for opening at 5 p.m. We're a little bit keen today. I love when a server just immediately brings you out iced water right at the start without asking. It's one of my favorite little touches. First off, we're having a little look at the cocktail menu. Just seeing if anything catches my fancy right away. I like the sound of the Purple Samurai. So that's got whiskey, blueberry, rosemary, lemon, and then Lily Blanc. I feel like you would like the Golden Dawn. The White Branch sounds nice because that's got gin, Vermont. Also, again, that Lily Blanc. I haven't heard of that before. Lily Blanc. Griffard Creme de Pamplemousse. What's pamplemousse again? Grapefruit. Is it grapefruit? Because that's weird, because then up here they have grapefruit soda. Oh, this kind of sounds like an old-fashioned, the Kimori. Oh, tableside presentation. I like the sound of that. Sounds fancy. I feel like I had the Mount Fuji last time, the margarita. And I remember it being really good too. Okay, anyway, food. We are not getting appetizers, I don't think. I think we're going to be hopping straight over to sushi and getting 3 different rolls. The chef's special is like a shrimp tempura roll that also has a salmon on top and spicy mayo, which sounds amazing. They've got some classic rolls up here. I think we're going to be more interested in their speciality rolls. The dynamite roll sounds good. This dragon roll. A crab rangoon roll. That sounds interesting. I think the prices are pretty good for sushi rolls. Okay, I'm going to try my cocktail now. I went for the margarita. I think this is what I had last time, but I just love a margarita. And it also has mezcal in it, which is like quite smoky. And I love smoky too. Like I love things like an old fashioned. So this is kind of like my perfect combination. Let's give it a taste. Ugh. That's delicious. That was so good. That's probably the best cocktail I've had this trip. I'm trying to remember back on all my cocktails now. I think so. I think that's the best one. Can I try your one? Rachel got the Golden Dawn, which is essentially like a Mai Tai or their version of it. Ooh. Oh, it's quite strong for like a Mai Tai. That's actually a lot nicer than what I would think of a Mai Tai. That's really nice. That's a perfect like sat by the pool kind of drink too. I love the little flower in there too. It's just really pretty, really visually pleasing. Normally I'm not one to go for like the fruity rum drinks, but that's actually really nice. That's more my style because it's a little bit stronger and it's not super sweet either. Here is the sushi that we went for. So this is the volcano roll. It looks so good. Next one over then is the dynamite roll. So that has the spicy mayo and the eel sauce as well. This one has like scallops on top, the volcano roll. And then this one is the chef's special, which has salmon on top and fried shrimp, I think, in the center. No, shrimp tempura, which is fried shrimp. I don't know why I needed to correct myself there. Got some wasabi and ginger over here. But these all look so good. You can see this one has cream cheese in as well, the volcano roll. So quite like a few different ones to try. And then we've just got them in the center to share. I'm going to test out our chopstick skills. I've come to Bojangles today. I've actually tried this once before, but a very long time ago. And I remember really, really liking it. So we've come to try it. There's one that's opened up now out in Claremont, which isn't that far from like the central Disney World 192 area, about like 20-25 minutes. So we're gonna go in and try it. We have actually checked very often when we've been here in Florida to see if there is a Bojangles nearby, and finally they've opened one. We've just come in and placed our order. We've all gone for the chicken biscuit combo, which is essentially what it says on the tin, a chicken biscuit. You get a side. My sister and I have gone for 2 different sides. They have like little circular hash brown kind of things, tots, I guess, circular tots. And then they've also got dirty rice. So we got one of each to share so we can try them both. All right, I'm gonna try the chicken biscuit first. Ooh, oh, it's falling apart already. Oh, it's a big mouthful. The chicken is really nicely seasoned. I'm gonna try a little hash brown. That is a good hash brown. It's got really nice seasoning on the outside as well. Last thing, dirty rice. Okay, here's my dirty rice. Oh, that's quite nice. It's got tons of flavour in it. I'm just gonna go back to the chicken quickly. I feel like the one thing I struggle with chicken and biscuits is just, it can be a little dry texture-wise. But I think because this scone is really buttery, it doesn't actually taste like, the texture is not too dry, so it works nicely together. That's really good. I rate that. We've just finished up in Bojangles, and that was really good. The more I was eating it as well, like the more kind of a buttery taste I was getting. I think it's just like as a concept, having breaded chicken in a biscuit, I don't know, that just doesn't click with me as being something that should go like without sauce or something to keep it from being dry. But actually, like I say, as you were eating it, it just gets like more buttery, and I really did enjoy it. I really liked it. I'm gonna round this off at the airport. I'm at MCO Terminal C, and I am up in Summer House. Now, I've been to Summer House at Disney Springs, but I've never been to the airport version, so it'll be interesting to try it out today. I've gone for the seaside sandwich, which is mahi-mahi, and I got it fried. You could choose between fried or grilled, and it comes with the chips then as well. I'm gonna taste a fry first. They don't taste great. They don't taste fresh.
Nope.
I'm getting similar comments around the table from my parents saying the same thing. Yeah, they're not great. Let's try this sandwich. Hopefully this will be better. Whoa, it is massive. My gosh. I'm gonna reserve judgment for a minute. It's really dry. No, it's just quite dry. It's definitely hot though, like it's been cooked fresh. It's okay. We are just leaving Summer House. That was probably the worst meal of the trip all round. So my mom's sandwich wasn't super fresh. My dad's burger was okay, but the fries that we all got weren't fresh at all. They'd obviously been sitting under a heat lamp for ages. They tasted like reheated McDonald's fries. Rachel's pizza was decent though. That was probably the best thing on the table. We are at an airport. I feel like you can't judge an establishment and a chain by their airport version because they're always pretty bad. I still definitely had higher expectations for that though. Kind of wish I'd just gone to like Shake Shack or Chick-fil-A. What better way to finish this foodie holiday vlog than with the plain food on the way home. Have to say this soup was actually quite nice, and the mac and cheese went down pretty well too. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this Foodie Friday vlog, and I will see you next Friday at 5 p.m. Bye!